On a freezing February night in 2004, a young nursing student's car crashed on a quiet rural road in New Hampshire. Within minutes, witnesses saw her standing outside her vehicle, but by the time police arrived, she was gone. No footprints in the snow, no phone calls traced, no sign of where she went. This is the story of one of America's most haunting unsolved disappearances. Maura Murray was 21 years old. Bright, ambitious, and athletic, she was a student at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, studying nursing. Her family described her as kind, disciplined, and full of potential. But like so many young people, she carried her own private struggles. Just weeks before her disappearance, Maura was caught using a stolen credit card to order food. Friends also noticed she seemed distracted and withdrawn. Something weighed heavily on her, but no one knew what. Still, nobody imagined that within days, Maura would vanish completely. On February 9, 2004, Maura emailed her professors. She said she'd be gone for a week due to a family emergency. But here's the twist: no emergency was ever reported. That same day, she withdrew $280 in cash from her bank account. She then stopped at a local store and bought alcohol, enough for several drinks. By evening, she got into her black Saturn sedan and drove north, toward rural New Hampshire. Why? Nobody knows. Some speculate she was going to escape stress. Others think she may have been planning to meet someone. But what we do know is that Maura never reached her destination. At about 7:30 that night, in Haverhill, New Hampshire, Maura's car spun off the road and crashed into a snowbank. A local bus driver, on his way home, spotted the accident. He stopped and offered help. He later recalled that Maura seemed shaken but not injured. When he offered to call the police, Maura refused. She told him, "I've already called for help." But here's the eerie part. Phone records show she never called 911. The bus driver drove off, but within just a few minutes, police arrived at the scene. And Maura? She was gone. Her car was locked. Inside, officers found alcohol, personal belongings, and a box of wine spilled in the back seat. But Maura herself had vanished into the night. Police immediately began searching the surrounding woods. Dogs were brought in and picked up her scent. But strangely, it disappeared within just a short distance down the road. There were no footprints in the snow leading deep into the woods. No drag marks, no blood, nothing. It was as though she had simply stepped off the face of the earth. Her family rushed to New Hampshire. Her father, Fred Murray, has spent years searching those woods, refusing to give up hope. He once said, "It's like she walked into thin air." The investigation quickly turned cold, and the mystery only deepened. As with any baffling case, theories began to emerge. Some believe Maura planned her own disappearance. The cash withdrawal, the alcohol, and the email to her professor suggested she might have been running away to start fresh. But if that was true, why vanish without telling anyone? And how could she have disappeared so completely in just minutes? Others believe she was abducted. Perhaps she accepted a ride from a stranger or even someone she knew. Locals reported seeing suspicious vehicles in the area around that time. Could Maura have encountered the wrong person on that lonely road? Then there's the wilderness theory. Some suggest she wandered off into the woods and succumbed to the freezing temperatures. But with massive searches and no trace ever found, many dismiss this. Each theory raises questions, but none bring closure. Maura's case became one of the first true crime mysteries to explode online. Internet forums, blogs, and podcasts picked apart every detail, turning the disappearance into what some call the first mystery of the social media age. But for her family, this isn't just an internet puzzle. It's a wound that has never healed. Her father still searches for answers. Her siblings continue to keep her memory alive. And year after year, the anniversary of that night serves as a painful reminder of their missing sister and daughter. To this day, no trace of Maura Murray has ever been found. Did she plan to escape her life and start over? Was she the victim of foul play? Or did she meet a tragic fate in the freezing wilderness? No one knows. And until the truth is revealed, the case of Maura Murray will remain one of America's most chilling unsolved disappearances. So what do you think? Did Maura vanish by choice? Or was something or someone waiting for her on that icy New Hampshire road? Tell us what you think happened to her.